Good evening and salutations, my Days of Alliance fans. I don't really know about this episode. Really don't. I had a lot of hesitation even before I started recording because I was just sitting there thinking, well, what part of this episode was actually good? Kristen, Kristen gets what she always wants. You know, whatever Kristen wants, Kristen gets. And what Kristen wants is to have Chloe move from basic black to working with Shan and EJ and stuff like that. That's what he wants. That's what she wants. And she's like, listen, Shan, if you don't do that, I'm gonna sit there and just spill the beans on everything, and I just don't care. And of course, Shan is like, well, if you do that, you're gonna lose Brady. And I'm sitting there looking at it, I was like, no, 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 she won't. Her quote unquote pimp hand is just way too strong. Okay, she got leverage over the dude. So she's not worried about that. She's like, yo, listen, if I sit there and go public, I can guarantee you that I'm not going to lose. Um, Wendy came in, she dropped her phone, and when she picked it up, because here's the thing, she was outside listening in on some of the conversations. She didn't hear much. She heard about Dr. Roth being sent away by Shen. Now, the takeaway from this is the thing that I like about Wendy's storyline is that it's a lot more complex than Johnny's. There was at one point where she was with Johnny, they had a moment. We all know where this is going to go. But she tells Johnny, she's like, yo, listen, unlike you that generally wants to take down your dad, like she loves her brother. Yeah, they'll have their fights, their animosity and everything like that. But at the end of the day, that's still her brother. So on top of that, she already got the job. She wanted to sit there and find out what was going on. This way she can have leverage, she can get the job. She got the job. So like why I'm literally just like what is her incentive of helping Johnny? You know? And what is she gonna do once she finds out proof that Shin is up to something? Is she gonna sit there and be like, yep, well Johnny, she's going through something. I mean, he's going through something. Like, I don't feel that she's going to just want to turn in her brother. So it's very interesting, and I feel like she's probably doing this more because she likes Johnny, and maybe she wants to find out what's going on with Shen, how bad is it? Maybe she could sit there and help. But this whole taking down Shen, come on now. I mean, Johnny even knows like she's not going to want to take down her brother. So I don't really understand once he finds out, what is he going to do? You know? What is he going to do when he finds out his shit? Now, there's a point where Rafe, Gabby, Rafe, Gabby, Wendy, and Johnny all meet up. Rafe is there talking about Nicole and how he needs to trust her, and you just tell he's still going through it with Nicole. He's still going through it with Nicole. They all meet up, and Gabby Smith asked like, "Oh, well, what are y'all two up to? What's going on with y'all two?" I was like, "Gabby, why are you being so extra for? Why does it matter? Like, what business of yours is what Johnny's doing with his time with Wendy? It's none of your damn business. Focus on your marriage. How about you do that? How about you focus on your marriage? Stop obsessing with Stefan and focus on Shen instead of doing all these stupid side quests." There was one point where after they all split up, she's sitting there practically interrogating them. Then she's all like, "Oh, I just don't want to see none of y'all. I don't want to see either one of y'all get hurt." It's none of your business. Like I don't understand why are you so extra for? So Eric is with Jada. He's sitting there joking around, talking about playing hooky. And then Nicole comes in. Nicole knocks on his door and she's like, well, Eric is like, yo, how come you didn't call her or anything like that? But she did actually try to call. Because that was the first thing I was thinking. I was like, yo, listen, if there's something that's going on, why are you coming to his place? Why don't you use the phone? But she says she tried to call and try to text or whatever. There was some sort of issue. So he gets dressed, and Nicole's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for bothering you too." And Jada's like, "No, you're not." You can see the snarky little look on Nicole's face. Anyway, they get down there, and Alex is like, "No, I actually love I actually love the photos." And basically, it's like he wants to put her back on, like he wants her to be modeling again. They go to Basic Black. Now, at Basic Black, you got Brady that's they're trying to smooth things over with Chloe. Chloe's on the phone with her mothers, and they're complaining about Brady and Kristen. And of course, Brady tries to smooth things over. Well, if there was another way, this, that, and third. I was like, Brady, just stop talking. You already broke up with her. Just stop talking. The minute she got off the phone, oh, you don't really think too highly of me. Just like, stop. And of course, he brings up, oh well, you and Stefan, what Stefan did to Abby and stuff. And I'm just like, listen, I know what she did to I know what he did to Abby, but you don't get to sit there and judge her on her choices. Oh, you're just vulnerable, and I don't want him taking advantage of you. I was like, Brady, stop talking. This is what happens when you mess up. Now, granted, he didn't mess up, but in her eyes, mess up, and you just start digging yourself into a hole. And I'm just looking, I'm like, yo, bro, you want me to throw your rope? You want me to do that? You want me to throw your rope? Because you digging yourself mighty deep, bro. Mighty deep. And it's a good thing that Alex came with Nicole and Eric, because I was like, bro, I can't even see you. Anyway, he tells them that he wants Nicole to be modeling and, be good for Basic Black. I guess they had a magazine or whatever. So he was like, I want to revitalize all that. And he looks at Brady's, outfit. And he's like, yo, I want you to sit there and model with her. Brady tries for a little bit, but he's just frustrated with the whole situation with Kristen and stuff. So he walks off, and Chloe runs after him. Chloe's like, hey, what did you want to tell me before? Because it almost, like usual, like these usual shows where they about to say something and then they get interrupted. And so Chloe's like, well, what did you have to say to me? Of course, that never they never get to that. But what's in it? But while Eric, I guess is like loading or whatever, like Eric and Nicole kept looking at each other. And Alex notices that, and Alex is like, yes, I'm gonna put you two together to model. Now when Rafe gets back to the station and he's talking to Jada's like, oh well, Nicole's modeling again, and I hope I didn't sit there and tell you just to mess up your day or whatever, because they prepare for some sort of big case or whatever, some sort of big interrogation case. And so they're sitting there talking about Nicole and modeling again, and Rafe is like, yo, she didn't even tell me that she was modeling, but you know what? She didn't tell me because she knew I was probably gonna sit there and just go nuts. So he's like, I got to sit there and start trusting her, and just, he said the same thing in the Gap. And of course, Jada's like, I'm not really too thrilled about it either, but, if it's just work, it's just work. I gotta just deal with it. But to be fair, I guess it's a little, maybe, I feel like it's a little bit different. Because one is married, the other one isn't, Jada could just be like, I'm not dealing with this, I'm not feeling this, and that's it. Rafe already, like, signed papers, he's married. And of course, a quickie marriage never usually ends up good. Rarely do they actually end up good. Like, rarely, like 2%. 2%. I just made up that number, but I feel like it's 2%. What else we got? Now, I did talk about Wendy being somewhat discovered. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually surprised when she dropped her phone and Kristen and Shin went to the door and saw her. you know, Wendy was like, oh, just me trying to take a selfie first day of work. And Shin was like, oh, don't they sit there and teach you on IT not to drop your phone or whatever? Like, they weren't worried about what she might have overheard. They didn't sit there, even after she left and after she met Kristen and stuff like that, they weren't worried about that. She left and they just went right back to business of Kristen getting her way, of reminding Shen who's in charge. Not once they sit there and say, I wonder if Wendy actually overheard anything. No? Hmm? Okay, cool. I just love how they overlook, and you would honestly think that they wouldn't have done that. They both got a lot to lose, especially if somebody hears what they're doing. And at no point in time, neither of them heard me. That's amazing. That's literally amazing. Hmm. I feel like that's about it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. Now, if you did watch my General Hospital review yesterday, or the video I put out yesterday, I do apologize for that. For some odd reason, I did record the video, but I guess I must have deleted the wrong one. And yeah, that really sucks. So I apologize for that. With that being said, though, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.